Hey everyone, it's Ruby and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to recreate this fresh-faced and sultry-eyed makeup look inspired by the gorgeous Rosie Huntington-Whitely. Now the first step in creating Rosie's flawless complexion is to start with our skin and our skincare. Now the reality is you can't expect to have great looking base makeup if you continue to neglect the issues that your skin is having. The first issue that I have with my skin is that it's dry, but I can manage it by using the correct serums and moisturizers. Another huge issue that I have with my skin, and I'm sure you've all seen it in my videos, but I do suffer with acne, and it's not just a few pimples, but actual acne. And it was very hard for me to manage until I started using Clearogen. I'm using a 3-step acne treatment by Clearogen, and this is great for people who suffer with hormonal related acne just like I do. I'm starting off by using the foaming cleanser, and this has 2% salicylic acid, so it's not strong at all. It doesn't irritate my skin. And what I pretty much do is I concentrate on the areas where I break out most, which is my temples, my cheeks, and also my jawline. The next step is to use the clarifying toner, and this contains only 1% of salicylic acid. All you need is a few drops on a cotton pad, and all you need to do is swipe it on the areas where you get most of your acne. The final step is to apply the acne lotion, and this contains 2.5% benzoyl peroxide, which once again is low strength and is gentle enough to be used on a daily basis. So what I do is I dot the moisturizer around my face and then I rub it in. You can find the Clearogen line in Sephora, and you can purchase it both in-store and online at sephora.com/Clearogen. If you're interested in purchasing Clearogen, it comes in a monthly set containing 3 products for only $39. Clearogen has a 95% success rate at clearing blemishes and acne. Clearogen has been a success for me because it's specifically designed for those who suffer with hormonal acne. A big thank you to Clearogen for supplying me with these products to continually use. Allow some time for the acne lotion to settle into the skin before applying and layering other products. I'm starting off by applying my Clarins Beauty Flash Balm all over my face, neck, and also my chest area. I was supposed to apply this first, but I forgot. I'm actually using a serum containing actual gold, and gold's really good for the skin. This serum is by Golani and it's called Law. If you've been blessed with beautiful skin already, all you need to do is find a foundation with minimal coverage that will give you a nice glowy and dewy finish. A perfect foundation for that is M.A.C Face and Body. It's one of my favorites. Now if you're like me and need a little bit of extra coverage in certain areas, what you can do is take your Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation and stipple that in the areas where you need that little bit of extra coverage. Not to prime is a crime, so before you lay down any eyeshadows, make sure you stick a primer on your lids to ensure that your eyeshadows stay in place and the colors appear a lot more vibrant. The eye primer that I'm using is by Essence, and the brush that I'm using to blend this product out with is the Sigma P82 Precision Brush. Onto the brows, I'm using my M.A.C Eyelash Eyebrow Grooming Tool with an angled brush on the end to go through my brows and groom them into place. After that, I'm going to be using my Sigma Brow Pencil, and I'm going to be filling in the tail of my eyebrow because it does get a little bit sparse towards the end. Using this trio of eyeshadows by Max Factor and a Sigma blending brush, I'm going to be taking the lightest color in the palette, and starting from my brow bone, I'm going to be working the color all the way down into the crease. For the lids, I'm going to be using the same exact blending brush by Sigma, and then I'm just going to be using 2 MAC eyeshadows, blending them together to create my ideal shadow. I'm just going to be packing this color straight onto the lids and creating a slight V shape in the outer corner. Using my Sigma E40 brush, I'm going to use this to buff and blend my eyeshadow out, softening the look. Use both windscreen wiper and circular motions to buff out the eyeshadow. Mix the same 2 brown eyeshadows together and apply this on your lower lash line, keeping close to the roots of the lashes as possible. Extend the line of the lower lash line upwards to create a soft wing, and then use a small blending brush to buff the product out. Now it's time to create eyeliner. I'm using my M.A.C Gel Liner and a small detailed brush by Samantha Chapman, and I'm using small strokes and dashes to create a very thin line that's up close to the base of my lashes. Push and wiggle your eyeliner brush in between your lashes to make sure that there is no flesh peeking through. Now it's okay if your line is slightly wobbly, because what we're going to do is, taking the same brown eyeshadows that we used on our lids, we're going to soften the eyeliner out. I'm applying a black stick eyeshadow to the back of my hand, and then using a M.A.C 217 brush to take it from the back of my hand and apply to the outer corners of my lids. Now you can apply just a regular black eyeshadow, but I like the way that this product kind of holds and drags onto the lid, creating a mucky, imperfect look. I'm just going to warm up the eyeshadow look further by using a fluffy brush and applying this eyeshadow to the outer corner and the crease area of my lids. Clean up the little fallout that you have underneath the eyes by using a makeup pad and a little bit of Miracle Water by Garnier. And then what we can do is move on to curling our lashes. Place your eyelashes in between the eyelash curler and hold for 3 seconds. Once you've done that, it's time to apply your mascara. I'm using my favorite mascara by Clinique. This one is the Lash Doubling Mascara in black. And what I'm going to be doing is lightly coating my eyelashes to create a wispy look. Now it's time to move back to our base and start concealing. What I'm going to do is use my Mineralize concealer and apply this to any blemish, any spot, and any discoloration and pigmentation that I seem to have. And the trick to getting the most out of your concealer is to let it sit there on your face to oxidize, and this will provide a bit more coverage. In the meantime, what I'm going to be doing is popping on my outer third, my outer corner lashes, and then letting my lashes dry and moving back onto my concealer to blend it out. I'm using a small blending brush for the eyes to blend out my concealer, and I'm just going to be blending around the blemish so that the concealer can actually stay on the head of the pimple. I'm also going to use the same concealer for under my eyes, and this isn't a Kim Kardashian look, so it doesn't need to be super light underneath the eyes, and I'm just going to be using my contour brush to blend out the concealer. Next, I'm just going to set my concealer into place by using my Christian Dior palette, and then we can move on to bringing some color into our cheeks. I'm using this soft pink blush by Essence, and I'm applying this to the apples of my cheeks and sweeping upwards. We're going to be applying just a lip liner as our lip color, so I'm going to be using a little bit of lip balm to prep my lips and then coloring my entire lip in using my M.A.C lip liner in the shade Soft Blush. I'm then taking a little bit of bronzer towards the back of my face and also onto my temples just to give my face a little bit of warmth and also definition. And this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed today's video. When I think of radiant, flawless skin, I always think of Rosie Huntington-Whitely, and her makeup is always so beautiful, and even though she wears a sultry eye that's a little bit heavy, she still makes it work with this radiant, fresh complexion. I hope I introduced you to some amazing products, and I'll have a complete list of products on my blog with a direct link in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you subscribe to my channel for more videos with me. I will see you all in my next tutorial.